Mellow, take the wheel.
Let that abundance fall, open up. Let that abundance fall, open up. Let that abundance fall, open up. Let that abundance fall. Let it in like
Y'all go ahead and come on in. Welcome to Market to Millions. Today we're going to have cash conversion conversation. How to make sure that you are not afraid to charge your price. Get what you want. Y'all go come on in. We're going to have a little session real quick. Market to Millions if you want to make millions in your market.
the money don't stop coming in. Let's go. Let that abundance fall, open up. Let that abundance fall, open up. Let that abundance fall, open up. Let that abundance fall. Let it in like
What's up, world? It's me, your boy Divine D, and welcome to Market to Millions, where if you want to make millions in your market, you got to unlock the keys of marketing your business, marketing your idea, whatever it is that you promoting. See, a lot of people could teach you how to start a business, but not a lot of people could teach you how to stay in business, and that's what we focus on, and that's what we talk about here on Market to Millions. Why do we do this? Again, there's a study that goes out that says 78% of small businesses fail because they lack a well-developed marketing plan. They lack a well-developed marketing plan. So, again, we don't want you to fail within the first 3 years, as studies say. They say within the first 2 years, within the first year, 20% of businesses fail. Within the first 2 to 3 years, the other 30% fail. So they don't even make it past the 3-year mark to even get to 5 years, and then in 5 years there's another percent of businesses that fail at 5 years. But we want to have a better chance at making it in our businesses and making it in our industries and being able to go even further than 2 to 3 to 5 and even past 10 years. Truly produce a profit and scale our companies, even if we're starting off, or even if we've already been going for some time, or even if we have some success and we're just trying to figure out how to get to the next level. There's always a strategy that must be used. And today we're going to talk about pricing. Sometimes people, are not charging enough for their products and services. Sometimes what we do is we say, what, I want it to be affordable. We use that word, affordable. I want it to be affordable. I want to make sure that people can buy it. I wanted to make sure that, and sometimes that can work in certain instances, but sometimes that can kill you at the same time. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, because I hear people too who say, people keep saying your prices are too expensive, and you might think that your prices are too high, but sometimes your prices might be actually too low. So we're going to talk about the psychology of pricing and how to charge and get what you really worth, right? So we're going to talk about that a little bit in there. I want you to drop the word millions in the comment section. Again, millions in the comment section if you know you need to be charging more. That's what I want you to drop in the comment section. Drop millions or drop a money bag. Drop a money bag. If you know you need to be charging more in your business, if you need to be charging more in your industry or whatever it is that you do, I want you to drop a money bag. All right? Because sometimes we know deep in our heart, like, man, I know I should be charging more, but sometimes we try to just be like, man, if I charge more, we have a fear that, people are not going to do business with us anymore, or they're going to be like, go somewhere else or go to our competitors. And I remember this in my business too. I remember I used to have attitude. I used to have an attitude, like, people would ask me to do a particular project, and they'll come in and they'll purchase the project, And then I just recognize, like, if they call me, like, after that, like, even after I deliver everything that they wanted and they come back, they got changes, or if, they had, I remember being very irritated within myself, because what we expect sometimes is we expect people to appreciate the discount that they don't know that we gave them. That's what we do. We expect people to appreciate the discount that they don't know that we gave them. That's what happens. We get disappointed and we can start feeling some type of way because we feel they should appreciate this at this cost, because we know we want more. We wasn't ever brave enough to say more. We didn't advertise more. We just said this is the cost, and then we feel some type of way when there's more customer service involved in this project, because we never charged our true cost, and we gave this discount, this imaginary discount to the customer, because they don't know that we discounted this to get their business. But now the relationship is tainted, because now we feeling some type of way because we got to do some more changes. We got to do some more work. And how we price this out, we don't got no more time to spend on it, but you gotta deliver. So if you understand what I'm talking about, let me know if you understand what I'm talking about. Shout out to my boy Damien in the building. Damian Thompson in the building. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Market to Millions. If y'all understand what I'm talking about, man, just put it in the comment section. Y'all understand what because I definitely remember as a graphic designer, when I used to do a lot of graphic design, flyers, logos, when I was doing a lot of websites and stuff like that. I used to be mad, and then you're trying to compete with the other dude who only doing them for $20, and you're like, man, your time is worth more, and when you get wrapped up into this competition, but you're only killing yourself and your determination and even your just eagerness and just your whole excitement to be in the business. So I just really urge you to watch out for doing that, and watch out for keep lowering your prices. We should be growing in prices. And I'm gonna tell you why low prices is almost like a trap, right? We're gonna talk about somebody who would pay you $10 and somebody who would pay you $10,000 for the same exact product, right? For the same exact product. When we think about logo design, right? We may talk to a logo designer, and he might be like, give me $500 for a logo, and some of us may be like, man, that's a lot of money for a logo, man. Ain't nothing but some words, some time, and a little shape, right? But when we look at logos like Nike, and you hear how much money and how many millions they paid for that logo, are we trying to be a million and billion dollar corporation? Or we want to be just the scrapper moms and pop guy for the rest of our life? The investment, and then even in your business, ask yourself, people who pay you more, what is the pedigree, or what is the temperament of those type of clients versus somebody who only wanted to pay you $10? And I'm gonna tell you in my history. I'm just gonna tell you in my experience, in my history. In my experience, the $10 client, it's more work. It's more work. It's more work with a $10 client versus a $10,000 client. A $10,000 client, they come to you because they know that you're an expert, and they're willing to pay for them not having to think about it, for you maybe solving a problem. Again, leaning on you to, and your expertise to solve this equation. A $10 client, it seemed like you still trying to convince them that you could do the job. You know what I mean? Like, it's a difference in the client. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me know if y'all understand what I'm talking about. It's more work. You got to explain more. People who willing to pay. There's a difference. All right. The cheapest client often requires more work and complain the most. Premium clients pay more but respect your time and expertise. Low prices can make people doubt your value. And that's what we got to be afraid of. So I say it may trap you more than anything. Low prices will have people doubting that, yeah, just think about it. If it's that cheap, is it even good? That's a subconscious thing. Sometimes people might not even say that out loud, but it's a subconscious thing. Example, have you ever noticed people will have you over a $50 service but drop $1,000 on a new iPhone without thinking twice about it? You could be charging $50 for something and they'll drop $1,000 for an iPhone and not think about it. They'll go and stand in line for 12 hours to buy a pair of shoes, not think about it. Why? There's a psychology behind that. It's not just you. It's not just you, all right? So, have you ever been like me, charged prices and regretted it? Like, man, I should charge more. Like, man, I can't keep doing this at this price. Like, it's not worth it. By the time I'm done with it, the money gone and my energy gone. Like, have you been there before? All right. So, charge more. I mean, don't be afraid to charge what you're worth. You know the work and time that you invest in your product and the research, the gas, everything that goes into delivering it to the client. Don't minimize yourself by thinking that cheap means everybody. Don't do that by thinking if it's so low, everybody gonna have it. Everybody can get it. It's only people buy what they want. And if they don't want it, they just don't want it. If you didn't create the need or spark the desire to want, just don't want it. You gotta accept it. So don't matter what your price is. If people want what you're selling, they're gonna pay for it. Ask yourself, how many times have you seen a Rolls Royce commercial? You ever been just on any station, just been turning the TV and seen a Rolls Royce commercial? No. If you want it, you want it. You know how to come get it. That's all part of my buying experience. No, I don't do commercials. If what they say, if you know, you know, right? If you know, you know, and that's all that. That's a part of their marketing strategy. All right. Higher prices. Higher prices give people a perceived value. They think that, hey, higher prices equal quality sometimes. Again, I understand that sometimes it don't. And sometimes that's what we be scared of too, right? I'm just going to keep it funky. Sometimes we ain't paid $1,000 for something that wasn't worth 2 squirts of dog pee, right? We know like we even overpaid for some services. So sometimes we be a little skeptical, but that's why everything in your marketing, everything in what you deliver, the education, the brand alignment is super important because yes, you have to overcome some of the fears that people may have had paying higher prices for something that still didn't deliver the value that they expected. So I won't just say, hey, just up your charge and don't think about your customer experience. I'm not gonna tell you that. I want you to think about your customer experience if you're charging these type of prices, and make sure that you're not pricing based on effort. I would need you to pay a price based on value. How much value are you delivering to clients, and understand that's a basis on how you could start basing your price. All right. So again, higher prices give a perceived value of higher quality. Again, when people see high prices, it seems like a deal to them. Again, lower options can seem like a deal. So don't be afraid. Look at brands like Apple, Gucci, and Tesla. Listen, people don't just buy their product; they buy the status. They buy an experience. When people go into the Gucci store and the Louis Vuitton store, they buying an experience. They buying status. And does your product, does your value, or does whatever your service is, provide that? And again, it's all sculpted to each and everybody business. So not everybody has the same, goal and agenda. But these are things that we have to think about in our marketing and what we delivering and how we presenting ourselves to the market. You got to think about how you presenting yourself to the market. How are you charging? Are you charging hourly, flat, or value based? Again, that's what depending on what your industry is. Again, for like freelancers, they usually do hourly. Sometimes we can do flat rate depending on what services, but and some people do value based pricing because then that could change as well. Charge based on the results you provide, not just the time spent. Have you ever heard somebody tell you, "Man, you could just do that. How long it's gonna take you?" Have you ever experienced that? Where people be like, "Man, it's only gonna take you 5 minutes." Like, you don't understand. It probably took me 15 years to be able to do it in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, so you're gonna penalize me for being able to do it quicker? No, you should actually charge more that I can deliver it that fast. Because the faster I can deliver your product, the faster that you can start building your brand and seeing a return. If I take all year, everything on pause, right? So you shouldn't penalize somebody because they know how to do it quicker or faster. If somebody's an expert and is a true master of their craft and they can do it at a faster rate, understand it took training to be able to do it that quickly. Not that just what it takes, because if that's just what it took, then everybody would be doing it, right? So yeah, don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. And some people will try to get you caught up in that. And I had to, because this has been part of my experience. And the only thing I know how to do is deliver from my experience. And people who will try to, penalize your price because you know how to do it fast. Nah, don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into that trap. Yeah, exactly. My boy Michael Demond back in the building. What's up, Gary Barassa in the building, man? Shout out to you. More. What's up, D? More. Good. Thanks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. If it's that easy, you don't need me. Come on, Mike. You know what I'm talking about. And you can just do it, right? 100. And don't even use us. Don't even use all the iPhone features after paying. Absolutely, you got to pay $1,000. You don't even use half the features on it, right? They don't want to be so nitpicky about other things. You don't even use half the features on the one you paid $1,000 for, right? Yeah, but that's how it happens sometimes. But again, as I teach my students, is sometimes you got to teach people how to do business with you. And that's a real thing. Sometimes people come through the door, but you gotta scope people and teach them how to do business with you. That's why you can't go in the Gucci store and go in there. You can't even come in there if it's too packed. Yup, it's a lot of. They teach you how to do business with them, and it's not all the time just telling somebody with a big. It just the customer experience is just teaches you or guides you saying this is how we do business. So. That's what you also have to do in your business, and that's all in the structure of your customer experience. So, for sure, for sure. So again, are you pricing based on effort or are you pricing based on results? That's something I want you to ask yourself when you coming up with your pricing. Are you really pricing based on your effort, how long and how much and or are you on effort on the results? On the result, are you based on the results? So ask yourself that, and make sure that you under the right pricing structure. Make sure that you under the right pricing structure. So, how to raise your price? If you want to raise your price and not lose customers, though, okay, right? We want to raise our price, but we don't want to lose customers. I'm gonna give you a couple tips on how to do that because you're not stuck at where you at. There's ways to go up. So. I know you don't want to just shock people and be like tomorrow it's like yesterday it was 10. Why is it 10,000? I saw Devon live and he said, man, charging 10,000. Same stuff. Like no, okay. We gonna make sure we put some context to this. But if you are a person who like, man, I need to raise my prices. How do I do that without creating so much shock? I'll give you a couple tips on how to do that. Upgrade your branding. Look high end. If you, it might be just a whole brand redesign where you like, what, I'm just kind of giving everything a facelift and my customer experience is changing, even if the end product is the same. Just kind of just creating that experience, you can kind of go up on your prices. Highlight the results and testimonials. Show the success stories from your product. Yeah, show off, brag, however you want to put it. You got happy customers, highlight them, put them on your page, show people smiling, show people excited, show capture those moments. Even if like later they start complaining because capture the moment when they was excited. Use that at your success story to kind of help drive more business and give people again like, know, and trust. They need to be able to trust you. Those are the three remedies for the three recipe for people doing buying for buying with you. They gotta do business with somebody that you like, know, or trust. And if they don't know you, they better like and trust you. So this is how we build some of that trust. Create a signature offer. Create a unique package that sets you apart from everybody else. Or just gradually increase your pricing by testing it on the new clients first. Test it on new clients and see kind of if they ain't flinching, if everything feels and it's like, hey, I could probably go up more, you're in the right direction. So just remember, just think about all of the fancy brands, whether it's a foreign brand or a local brand, but all the higher end brands, just like Louis Vuitton, they never have a sale. Like, think about it. These are certain companies that just there's never a sale. You ain't gonna never go in there and be like, I'm finna go catch the sale. Like, ain't no sale there. Because their brand just justifies the price alone. It's like, yo, this is what we stand for. This is what you pay for. Ain't no sale. Ain't no. I don't care if you bought 15 pieces. You ain't getting no discount on none of them. Like that, because my brand, I stand behind my pricing, and that's kind of what the undertone is with that. Yo, if you are enjoying any of this content, I would just want to invite you guys. I do have a webinar that's tonight, Market to Millions. If you want to join that webinar, all you got to do is just text the word millions right there to that number, 833-227-8949. Just text the word millions, 833-227-8949. We can actually have some very interactive conversation about your business and seeing how we can help you. And also got some tools and some resources for you as well that I'm going to show you live inside of the webinar. So if you want to see more of that, you got to go make sure that you text the number. Text millions, 833-227-8949, y'all. So, yo, if you find any of this content valuable, yo, man, I'm just trying to help my entrepreneurs, my content creators, my business owners, my entrepreneurs. That's the people who want to be an entrepreneur. All of them people, yo, just want to give you some tools to be able to help you grow in whatever it is that you do. So, if you had to double your price today, what would you change your price to? That's what I want to know. If you had to change your price, what would you change your price to? All right, think about that, and then think about how you're gonna get there. Use some of these tools and tips and some of the stuff that we talked about during this episode here, and use it to be able to, you know what? Let's start testing, measuring, and adjusting. Right? Test, measure, and adjust. Test, measure, pivot. Test, measure, adjust. Test, measure, edit. However you want to use it. But once you test and measure, put it out there, see what happens, make your adjustments. All right? The world is watching. If you want to make millions in your market, you got to learn how to market to millions. I know a lot of people teach you how to start a business, but we trying to teach you how to stay in business. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another edition for Market to Millions. And also make sure that you hit the QR code if you want to come to the webinar tonight, or make sure you text millions, 833-227-8949, or you can find it in the description of this video. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. The world is watching. I'll always keep giving you something to see.